Hey gang, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy. Thank you so much for joining me today. And today, guys, as promised, is part 2 of my Lunar Beauty review. And so we are going to today take a look at the Moonspell palette. So we already did in the previous video, we did the Eternal Eclipse, and so today we are going to focus on the Moonspell palette. So if you are interested in seeing what look I can create with this palette as well as my thoughts on this palette, keep watching. I know I look crazy, you guys. I already went ahead and just kind of filled in and kind of shaped my brows, just trying to make this a little bit faster. But let's go ahead and take a look at this palette. So I love, first of all, the external packaging and then the palette itself. I love this. Just like the Eternal Eclipse palette, it is pretty sturdy, so it does have some weight. But check this out. So it's a book. So it's like a book of spells. So it has the little lock design, and then the around the rim looks like pages of the book. And so that's what the back looks like. So I'm really excited about this palette. Let's open it up and see. Here is the Moonspell palette. She is so pretty. So pretty. And as I am looking at the shade names, how awesome is it that, you know, the witch's book has the name of some pretty famous witches. So for instance, like we have the Halliwell sisters, Prue, Piper, and Phoebe. And then of course there's Hermione from Harry Potter. And then of course you have the Sanderson sisters. We cannot forget the Sanderson sisters. So there's Winifred, Sarah, and Mary. So I love, there's Samantha. Of course, you know, Samantha is Bewitched. Then we have Sabrina the Teenage Witch. There's Kiki, Bonnie, Marnie, and Nancy and Fiona. So I love what he did with this palette. So yeah, let's go ahead and swatch these shimmers, and then we'll jump right into our look. Okay, so I have swatched the shimmers in my hand, and there are 5 shimmers in this palette, and it's a total of 15 shades in the palette. And so here they are. So first we have Prue. So going from my right to left, it's Prue, then Phoebe, then we have Mary, then Samantha, then Hermione, and then lastly we have Fiona. And I love the Fiona shade. It's a beautiful, like a blue green-ish shade. And the Prue shade is pretty iridescent. So I would imagine that would make for like a nice topper or a nice in-corner, in-corner highlight. So yeah, so I am impressed once again with what I see. So let's figure out what look we're going to do. I'm going to shape my brows, prime and set my eyes, and when I come back, we will be ready to rock and roll. So on a fluffy blending brush, we are going to pick up Winifred, and we're going to just blend that into the actual crease and work up towards the brow. Next, on this Morphe M433 brush, I'm going to pick up this green shade Bonnie, and I'm going to pack that into the actual crease and then blend out. On this Morphe 456 brush, we are going to now pack in over the whole lid, the rest of the lid space. We're going to pack in this purple shade Sabrina. Alrighty, so on to the next step. So I could stop here, just draw some wing liner and pop on some lashes, but you guys know I'm extra, so I'm gonna take it a little further. So I had heard and seen a couple times on YouTube and some other places that if you applied a little not lash glue, if you apply a little glitter glue or glitter adhesive as like a base, and then applied your shimmer shadows, that your shimmers would pop. So we're going to try that today. I did actually test it on the back of my hand, so we're not going to risk ruining this look. I did test it on the back of my hand and it did work. So we are going to pick up the shade Phoebe. And I'm going to take my glitter adhesive and I'm going to just put some glue on the back of my hand, and with my middle finger, I'm going to pick up some of this adhesive, and as soon as I figure out where I put my mirror, here it is. I am going to apply this to the center of my lid and go up. So I'm really being intentional about where I'm placing this. So kind of like another spotlight eye, just another easy way to do a spotlight eye, especially for those of us with hooded eyes. The trick is to look ahead, look forward, and you want to line where you're going to place your shimmer. You want to line it up with the actual pupil of your eye. So if your eyes are like one comes in a little closer than the other, it's okay. In order to have that, that symmetry, to see the spotlight when you look ahead, you have to line it up with your pupil, or rather with the iris of your eye, which is the color part of your eye. A little too much. I'm going to take a tad bit more in this outer corner. All right, now I'm going to pick up Phoebe using a different finger. Pick up Phoebe and I'm going to just press it on top of, just pressing it right over that adhesive. Make sure I'm grabbing the right shade. Take it right over that adhesive, just to give her a little bit of character here. And I'm going to take the same brush that I used to apply the Sabrina shade and just kind of just tap to blend out those edges. Because we don't want any harshness, no harsh lines, so just. All right, this is what the eyes are looking like. I am going to draw a wing using my Better Than Sex wing liner, and then I'm also going to put on these full style lashes from Yaz Cosmetics. I'm going to finish the rest of my face, and when I'm done, I will be back. All right, guys, I'm back, and this is the finished look, and I must say I am loving it. It's giving me goosebumps vibes. The green and the purple, just it all tied together so well. So for the lips, I used a maroon like liner, and then I went in with this Huda Beauty lipstick in the shade Boss. And once that dried, I took a clear gloss, took this clear gloss from Complex Culture, which was in this month's Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. And so I put that on top of the lips, and then I went in to give it a little sparkle. I went in with the Prue shade, and just kind of tap that around the lips just to kind of give a little bit of the reflection that you see on the eyes, just to kind of bring that to life on the lips. So yeah, so I love what I'm seeing with this look. I love just, you know, the accent. I couldn't figure out what to do with my hair. So I said, you know what, let's just try to do a wrap. And, you know, the green, it kind of matches, you know, brings out the green in the eyeshadow. So yeah, I really love the way everything turned out. So my overall thoughts of this palette, just like the previous palette, the Eternal Eclipse, I have nothing bad to say about this. I do have to correct one thing. The Piper shade is actually a shimmer. So that is that shade. So it is a shimmer shadow. I forgot, I didn't swatch it when I swatched the rest of the colors. But I mean, you know, the quality is good. The pigmentation, everything blended out nicely. Everything blended together well. The shimmers were really pigmented and bold, and you know, adding that glitter glue as a base, you know, really helped the Phoebe shade to really pop. So I mean, guys, I love what I'm seeing with this look. Like, it just came together so nicely, and I love this palette. I love the theme of the palette. I love, you know, the packaging, the presentation, the colors themselves. Like, you know, this is very well worth $48. It really, really is. And I know that I'll have it for a while before I hit pan for any of these shades. So I really, you know, Manny, again, stunning. You know, that's the only word to describe what you've done again with this palette. Well, gang, that is a wrap for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for sticking with me through part 2 of our Lunar Beauty review. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me some comments. Let's talk about what we did today. Let me know your thoughts about this look, about this palette. Do you have this palette? Do you plan to get this palette? So let's talk about it. Meet me in the comments. When you see my face, if you are not a member of the Amy gang, that is an opportunity for you to join the gang. Come on, you know you want to be a part of this. Duh, just click my face, dude. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.